There's a word that's thrown around a lot these days, right? And that word is fascism. Fascism. I mean, if you've watched the news media or you've checked out shows like this or channels like this, you probably hear the term fascist quite a bit. You probably hear it from folks on the left and the right. People saying that the leftists are all fascists, the Trumpers are all fascist. But what does it actually mean? Well, according to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, fascism is a political philosophy, movement, or regime, such as that of a fascist, that exalts nation and often race above the individual, and that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social resignation, and forcible suppression of opposition. I want you to remember that part. Forcible suppression of the opposition. Now, with that definition of fascism in mind, I want you to watch this.
I'm about to run out of gas, which I'm sure some of you would love. Shit, look at that. Oh my God.
Earlier this weekend, on 35 here in Austin, Texas, a Biden bus was heading down the street and a Trump caravan began harassing them. And as you can see, tried to run that car off the road. And in case you missed it, take another look.
I'm about to run out of gas, which I'm sure some of you would love. Shit, look at that.
Oh my God, indeed. I do wonder if she actually got gas. And so you're going to be seeing this clip quite a bit. Now, I've been going back and forth with folks on social media all day about this, and a lot of them see, hey, no, it was the Biden campaign that was in the wrong. But as you can clearly see in that video, this Trump supporter in this truck clearly made contact with that vehicle, made contact with that SUV that apparently had one of Biden's Texas campaign staffers in it. And yeah, that's what happened earlier today here in Austin, Texas. And after that, several campaign events were canceled. See, in Texas, Democrats, they're very energized. They're trying to get out the vote here. But so are Trump supporters. And they've been holding boat parades, caravans, and all kinds of outdoor rallies and events all around the Lone Star State. And they haven't always gone so well.
Travis County Sheriff's Office said they received several calls of boats in distress and that multiple boats were sinking. Authorities said waves and rough water were caused by many boats in the water.
Yes, nothing sums up the Trump presidency more than big, massive, very expensive yachts swamping and sinking those smaller boats, all just swimming around them. Right? So they're causing a lot of chaos on the highways nowadays, as you can see by that Trump caravan. Drive around Austin myself. I was a little worried that I was going to run into them with all this, them causing a lot of traffic. But they've been doing this all throughout the state. And, like I said, there's been a lot of debate on who tried to run who off the road. But really, it doesn't matter, who started it, all this. The fact that there is a massive trucks who are specifically going out to harass this bus, I mean, that's a problem. That's undemocratic. That is not American, right? I mean, that's not what we're supposed to do in America. We can have a serious political debate about things, but to actually jump in your car and try to intimidate the other side, I mean, that's crossing a line. On that bus were several Democrats, including U.S. Congressman Lloyd Doggett. Right? So this caravan, this Trump caravan, attacked a bus and this SUV that had a sitting U.S. senator on board. For real. Strange times we're living in. And the thing I don't get about this is, how is this actually supposed to help Trump? You know, if you're an undecided voter, like, how is this supposed to point you in Trump's direction, right? I mean, if you can't decide, okay, you hear horrible things about Trump and you see bad stuff about Biden, you're wondering which side am I on, you know, who do I vote for? How is this going to make you want to actually vote for Trump? I mean, that's just, they're attacking, like, congressmen, you know? I mean, they're attacking people on the highway. It's just dumb. Like, how is this actually going to help Trump's campaign? It's not. I mean, if anything, it's going to encapsulate all the 4 years. I mean, just seeing scenes like that play out today, whether that's Trump's fault or not, it's hard to get that vision out of your head, right? How is this actually going to help conservatives on Tuesday? And at this point, you can't deny that this is fascism. Like I said, we looked at the definition. I'll bring it up again. Forcible suppression of opposition. Well, it doesn't get more forceful than trying to, you know, literally drive these people off the highway, right? I mean, that's pretty severe. And if you think, okay, well, you know, Trump wasn't there. Well, he's already come out and tweeted his support, saying, "I love Texas," when he retweeted a video of this. Yeah, it starts from the top down. And, you know, for everyone who said, I've heard a lot of folks too saying that, you know, Democrats are doing it too, and they're attacking Democrats for being violent. But really? You know, find me the tweet where Joe Biden is calling on his supporters to actually attack Trump supporters. I can't think of one. I haven't seen one, right? If you can find that, go ahead, you know. Send it to me. I'd love to see it. Just comment down below, right? And the reason Trump supporters are doing this is because they are scared. Texas is now a battleground state. Some polls even have Biden ahead. And, you know, ahead by a point or two. I don't think he'll actually win here. But, you know, the scariest part to me about this is that there are people that are so blinded by political hatred that they can't see this as a bad thing. You know, this should scare you. I mean, it scares me. I mean, Americans using force against other Americans for political purposes. I mean, that's like some Nazi Germany type stuff, man. That is fascism. And if Biden wins on Tuesday, you know, in some ways it doesn't matter because these people aren't going anywhere. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, maybe the like button, and hey, maybe just leave a comment. You know, I want to know what you're thinking. What do you think about all the politics, the news, and all the stuff that's going on in our country?